Hello tiny creatures of the universe, welcome back to the Floating Koala channel. In today's video I'm giving you the top 5 weapon loadouts on Apex Legends, maybe with a couple, runner-ups. Now the thing is with these loadouts, they are all made for different playstyles, so some are going to be suited to some more defensive playstyles and some are going to be suited, or most are going to be suited to aggressive playstyles. But I've tried to vary them so you guys can have more options when playing Apex. Right, so without any further ado, we're going to get straight into it and I'm going to give you guys 2 loadouts right now that are not going to be included in the top 5 list. These are going to be like the honorable mentions, alright? So I'm going to be giving you guys the weapon combinations and reasons on why they work well together and why I have chosen those specific weapons. Okay, starting off with the first honorable mention, this goes to the R99 and the R99. Now this is my personal favorite loadout in Apex Legends, and the only reason I have not put it at number 1 is because the previous video I made, similar to this video, back in Season 4, Season 3, I put the R99 and the R99 at number 1, so I don't really want to be repeating that video. And since buffs did change this season, there's a lot of weapons in here that you wouldn't really be expecting to use that are actually very good. Now the reason why I say that the double R99 works very well together is because of how fast you can switch those weapons. Now once you put one mag into someone, you can quickly switch and finish off the kill. The R99 shoots so fast that it's basically like a laser weapon, and in my opinion, once you learn the recoil of the R99, it's one of the easiest recoils to manage. The thing is, not everyone likes the R99. This is kind of a personal favorite, that's why I did not put it in the top 5 list, because this gun is not widely used by a lot of people. I've been using the R99 since I was 4 years old, so I just really favor the recoil of this gun. It's so forgiving. Once you use this gun enough, the recoil is going to be so easy. That's why once you do get to a certain level, you can hop it 2 times on that gun and you can shoot it at a medium range and absolutely laser people and get reported for aimbot, especially on PC. Now next on the honorables mentions list, this is the last item before we head into the top 5. This is the Sentinel and the Mozambique. You charge up that Sentinel, you get one shot off with that Sentinel, you switch to your Mozambique and you one tap them. The Mozambique with hammer points, when they do not have shields, is an absolute monster. It one taps people most of the time. If not, you're going to be still hitting for a high damage. This setup is absolutely insane, and not many people use it. I am definitely going to start using this more because I picked this up yesterday just to record this video. And holy Lord Jesus, it is so fun to use. You literally hit them once with that Sentinel, you take all their shields off, but number 1, not only does it make it easier for you to one tap them with that Mozambique hammer points, it also makes it extremely easy for your team to end up shooting at that person and have a higher chance of downing them. Personally, I like using the Sentinel with no sight on it at all. I find the iron sights very nice. Honestly, they're the cleanest on Apex, and I really do enjoy using the iron sights on this gun. The quick scoping as well basically reminds me of Modern Warfare 2, and it really doesn't remind me of the Intervention or the DSR from Black Ops 2. It's really fun to use. Sorry, the DSR with iron sights, by the way. It's really fun to use, and I definitely think you guys should try this out. And another reason why I do not use a sight on the Sentinel is mainly because I like using this weapon at close range, especially with those disruptor rounds. If you end up putting it 3 times on this gun and shooting someone really far away, you're only going to take off their shields and you're not going to be able to swap your weapons and shoot them with that Mozambique. That's why I think at close range you should not have a sight unless you put on like a 1 times or a 2 times is okay, but anything more than that I think is just too much. And the Mozambique, guys, what else can you say about this gun? The Mozambique is amazing if you have their shields off, which is why it's just paired so amazingly with the Sentinel. Now this is where we get into the top 5 list. Starting off with number 5, we have the R301 and the Mastiff. Now these weapons are paired very well together, and this is for the person who likes to be aggressive but can also be defensive at the same time. The R301 is kind of a strong mix between an assault rifle and an SMG, mainly because it fires super fast, the recoil is pretty easy to control, and it's still kind of good at that medium distance, and the hip fire is pretty good on it too. And it just pairs up perfectly with a super close range weapon, so if you do end up getting someone super close to you, you can just switch to that Mastiff and one tap them to the brain. So for the Mastiff to work super well, guys, you cannot be shooting them if they are literally 10 centimeters in front of you. You have to shoot them when they are 1 centimeter in front of you, because it will hit for 14 if you try using this gun at range, guys. So literally I only kind of use this gun if I am kissing their lips, I am right in front of them, or I am inside a building. I never really use it when I'm kind of in the open and they're still a ways away from me. Also, when using the Mastiff, guys, try to ADS. It will help you get those higher damage numbers, even at close range. Also in this list, guys, I want to say that I haven't really tried using the same gun twice, so all these guns that you're about to see paired up with each other are going to be different, other than one, but you'll see that in a minute. So at number 4, guys, is we have the Flatline and the Eva 8. Now the Flatline had a huge damage buff a while ago, and it's, in my opinion, one of the top tier weapons on Apex. The recoil is a little bit different because it does sway side to side quite a bit compared to other weapons. However, once you get used to that, it is a very good weapon to use. I personally like using this gun with just the iron sights, or if I want to be a little bit dangerous, I like using the 2 times on this gun. The Flatline, in my opinion, is very good at close range and okay at that medium range. However, paired up with the Eva, it makes it such a good combo, guys. If you did not know, the Eva 8 has recently become my favorite shotgun in Apex Legends, especially with that purple bolt. And I kind of used to like it with the double tap, but I recommend not using that now because it just feels so much better. For some reason, I feel like they've done a secret buff to it. They probably didn't, but it feels a lot more consistent than it did before. The hip fire on the Flatline is still pretty good. However, I still like to ADS on it. And speaking of ADS, the iron sights on the Flatline are really nice. Even the original skin for the Flatline, I feel like the iron sights are very good. This class, again, is for the person who likes being super aggressive and, clapping some cheeks at super close range. Now, moving on to the number 3 spot in this list, guys, we have the Prowler and the Wingman. The Prowler is stupid. The Prowler is by far one of the best, if not, no, it is the best SMG in Apex, and no one can deny that. The R99 is my favorite and will always be my baby, and will always be my favorite. Did I say that twice? Yes, I did. But anyway, the Prowler can be transformed from a burst to a fully auto. It does more damage than the R99. It has 35 shots in a magazine, which is fucking ass, by the way. Whoever thought of that idea, you can suck my fat willy, because that is just it shouldn't be a thing. To conclude, you must use the fucking Prowler because it's just too good. Now, the reason I have it paired up with a Wingman is because, listen, you have your Prowler as your main damage weapon, so you can easily kill 2 people with 2 fucking bursts of a mag, alright? Anyway, you do all the damage with the Prowler and you switch to the Wingman and you 2-tap him with the Wingman, or however many shots it takes to kill a man with no body shield. The Wingman, again, can have a skull piercer attachment, so if you do hit a headshot with no shield, it basically 1-taps them. It is stupid. So yeah, I have put this combo at number 3, and again, it is an aggressive loadout and should be used at very close range. The Wingman kind of gives it a little bit of diversity because it does allow you to shoot at medium to extremely long range. And now, guys, moving on to loadout number 2, this is going to be very different to the ones I have given you because this loadout is for the player who likes to stay back a little bit, the player who likes to do some damage from a distance. And the guns I have chosen for this are the triple take and the Hemlok. Now, the good thing is both these weapons can be transformed.
You fucking transformer?
Yeah, I'm a transformer.
Get the fuck out of here, Optimus Prime.
And both these weapons can be used at any range you choose. Now, this loadout wouldn't necessarily fit my playstyle because I like getting up close and personal, and there are better weapons for that. But that's not to say that this loadout can't get close and personal. The triple take is a sniper and a shotgun in one, and the Hemlok can change from single fire to burst fire. Obviously, you would change it to burst fire if you want to fire at close range, and you would change it to single fire if you want to get those long pop shots. Now, you can use this class in a variety of ways. You can just use this class at long range, which I wouldn't recommend, but again, it's all up to you. It's your playstyle that you're trying to fit this weapon combo under. But the way I would use this loadout is I would have a 2 times on the Hemlok, so it can be used at long range and close range, and I would have the normal iron sights on the triple take because, again, you can use these iron sights at long range and again use it at close range. I don't know if you guys knew this, but back when Apex Legends came out, I used to main Bangalore. I used to only use the Spitfire and the Hemlok, and I would use the Hemlok single fire with a 3 times. You can still use the 3 times on the Hemlok now, since they did increase the damage, they did lower the fire rate. But if you do like fighting at those long range distances, I highly recommend using a 3 times on the Hemlok. It is great. And now, guys, we have arrived at the number 1 weapon loadout on Apex Legends. Do not hate me. You already know what one of these weapons are going to be. I don't know if you know the other one, but this is the R99 and the Havoc. Now, the Havoc is very well paired up with a variety of weapons. It's very good with a triple take, a Prowler, a Flatline. It all depends. So the R99, you don't have to pair the Havoc with an R99. I just really like the R99 because the hip fire is 100% accurate. Not really, but it's very accurate. So you do all the damage with the Havoc and you switch to your R99 for that finisher weapon. The good thing about the Havoc is you can have a single fire on it, and it's basically a sniper. Once you put 3 times on it, it's a very good sniper, may I add. Too good. But yeah, it's even better in its fully auto mode where you can have any sight on it and the recoil is super easy to control. They did say they nerfed the recoil a little bit, they added a little bit more, but it doesn't feel too different, and it's just something else to get used to. It's not like they added too much, you just have to get used to it. I've really been liking the R99 with the digi threat, so try using that with this combo, especially since the Havoc can be used as your medium to long range weapon and your close range weapon. I just don't really like it for the hip fire. The hip fire on the Havoc isn't great but you know, you can get lucky like the G7 and hit all your headshots and be called a hacker. And yeah, I personally like using the Havoc with a 2 times. I see a lot of pros using the Havoc with a 3 times in fully auto mode as well. In fully auto mode as well, not even in single fire, mainly because the recoil is just that easy to control. But yeah guys, this has been the top 5 meta weapon loadouts in my opinion, and I think you guys should definitely try using these out. Let me know what you think of them down in the description below. Did you agree or did you not agree with this list? I didn't include any gold weapons in here because they are just so rare, and you know, if you didn't have those gold weapons, this is what I would recommend you using. But yeah guys, that's been the video. If you haven't followed my Twitch already, make sure you do so down in the description below. I'm doing my face reveal and first live stream on Twitch at 50,000 subscribers. We are almost there. I'm kind of scared, I'm kind of nervous, but I'm excited to do this with you guys. And also guys, if you want to keep up to date with the channel and when I'm going to be streaming and you know, just stuff going on in general, follow my Twitter also in the link in the description. I will see you guys in the next one. I love you all. I hope you have a beautiful day and goodbye.